Hi, this is Angela from Rhythm Wigs by Headspace NC. Welcome to another Maintenance Monday. I hope this week has started off beautifully and that you create a wonderful week for yourself. So I am wearing a new style today. I've been experimenting with color and how to apply color on my rhythm wigs. And I love the way this one turned out. This is actually a kinky straight. It's a frontal. That means that you can part this wig anywhere from ear to ear. The lace is still on, so I have it kind of tucked back, so that's why I'm not really kind of showing you the full beautiful effect of having a frontal. These are a special order from Rhythm Wigs, and but really this video is about how I created this style and to kind of show off some of the color experimentation I've been doing. I'm definitely going to use this technique. You see it's really beautiful, but it's only here. It's not in the back, but it really gives a beautiful effect. I'll show you some still pictures of this during the rest of the video. So anyway, you will see the curling technique I used. What you're looking at right now is after I've curled it, obviously. I've brushed it out quite a bit from the technique that you saw. And it's another way to show you that, experiment with what you like. I went a little big with this. I like it that way, but if you want to flat iron this first before you curl it so it's a little more, a little straighter, a little more subdued, I like to call it, you can go ahead and do that. And I'm going to talk through the video so you can hear about why I'm doing things the way that I'm doing it. And that's it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. And as they say in as they say in YouTube land, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff so that others can learn about what I'm doing here at Rhythm Wigs. That's it. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye. So this is just a quick shot of the front and the back so you can see the color before I started curling. And so I'm using some rollers that you saw before. I forget the name of them. You'll see them in just a moment. So I made the parts not too big, not too small, just kind of medium size. That's the mousse that I'm using. You can use any mousse. There's nothing special about this. I've had that for a long time. It's nothing special there, but any mousse. And right now I'm parting a second one because I had a little bit too much mousse for one part. I don't use a whole lot. It dries quicker, and if you want the curls to really be tight and hold for a long time, go ahead and use a little more mousse. So I just pushed the threading needle through the roller and pulling it through. You may have to put some pressure on the at the roots to get the threading needle through. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. And then what I'm doing here is making sure that the ends of the hair is all enclosed in the roller, so I have to pull it down a little bit. You'll see me doing that throughout the video. So again, just making the parts, and with these curlers, the pink ones go in one direction and the purple in another direction. So you'll see when I do the other side that I'm putting the purple rollers on the other side. So again, you just pull it through, and if you see that the tips are hanging out, sorry, I think the ends of the hair, the ends of the hair is getting cut off on the camera there, but basically what I'm doing is just making sure that the ends of the hair is enclosed within the curler. So I'm just pulling it down to make sure that it does that. Again, just a little bit of mousse, rub it on, and I think I'm using maybe a quarter size clump of mousse, a little more than that maybe. And it's really important too that when you are putting the hair onto the needle, the blue needle, to fully get all of the strands of hair within the needle, before you pull it through. So again, I'm just moving it down. I really wanted the curls just at the end, so that's why this length of roller works. There are longer rollers like this, I think they're extra long, that will allow you to curl further up, closer to the root, but I really like just having the curls at the end, so these work well for me for this style. So we're just going to do that. I won't show you the entire wig getting curled. I'm just going to do, I think this is the last one on this side, and then I'll go and do the other side with the purple rollers so you guys can see the technique fully. So again, I'm pulling it through, getting it to the end, and making sure that all of the ends of the hair is enclosed within the curler. So I really like how these curlers work. The curls last for a long time. And in retrospect, I probably would have used a little more mousse to have it hold a little better. You can also dampen the hair slightly because the process of going from wet to dry really does hold curls longer. So if you wanted to use a little more, starting with damp here and then put the mousse on that, that would work also. But of course, you couldn't do that if you were if you flat iron first. So here I'm doing the other side with the purple rollers, which curl to the other direction. You'll see what I mean here in just a moment. So I'm getting the last bit of hair in. The other thing that happened off camera is the two pieces of the needle is actually in two parts, so it's not super long. So two halves kind of clip together, and at one point when I was yanking it, the needle came apart. So sometimes you'll see, I'll wait until that part comes up, but you'll see that I hold the middle of the needle to make sure that it doesn't pull apart, and I'll point that out to you in just a moment. So I am just combing that through. I think this is the second to last roller on this video, and then I'll just show you how I do the back. So again, making sure you get all the hair in and you pull, and now I don't think it was on that one, but anyway, you might have to reach in to make sure that, okay, what am I doing there? So my mother taught me this trick about using the knuckles as a measuring stick in a way, as a ruler. And so I just have that habit of using my knuckles to measure inches. Each knuckle is an inch. So I just did that on both sides to make sure that the curl is the same distance down as on the other side. Hope that makes sense. So I was just making sure that they were even on both sides, but that's what I was doing with my finger. It's just a Angela thing to do that I learned from my mother Gladys. So that's it for the curl. I'm going to do the back off camera, and then you'll see the back is now done. And what I'm doing here is just making sure that the curls are held in place, the rollers are held in place. And so I'm just using some pin curls, just on the ones that want to kind of flip around. I'm just using pin curls to hold those in place. So I'm doing that on just a few of these, not all of them, to make sure that they're holding in the right direction. All right, so after that, I'm going to show you what I do to dry my wigs. This is one of the best things that I've purchased. I've had it for a long time, and it's actually works like a sit-under dryer. So you put it on, make sure all the curls are in, and then you use a curling iron. You use a blow dryer, and just that's gonna bring hot air to it, and it dries really quickly. It works really well, and I don't know, this might have cost me $15 5 years ago. So it's really great for drying hair, your own hair or your wigs. And so I let this dry for about 45 minutes or so. I don't think it was a full hour. And that should be enough for the level of wetness that I had on this wig. And I started out with it completely dry. So this is what the curls look like. I started taking them out and forgot that I needed to make a video of it. So I just take them out, all out. You just lengthen the rollers and they slide right off. And you'll see that you get a really nice curl. And I did the purple back to the center back and the pink back to the center back. That's the way I curled this one. You can do whatever you like there. And so you're going to see how beautiful it's curled. Now, I noticed too, because of the size of partings that I took, there was like a little ridge at the top of the curler, which if that bothers you, you would just need to get a curling iron, something heated, and just rub it on it a little bit to get rid of that ridge. But it really disappears when I combed it out. So, but in case you notice that and that bothers you, you can just use heat to flatten that out and that'll be no problem. So just getting all the curlers out, and then I'm going to turn it around and show you the front, and then I will show you how it looks. All right, I just used my finger. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to just split them apart or brush it or run my fingers through it. Oh, I just used a little bit of my oil. You know, this oil I talk about all the time from Horizon. You can find the blend that I use on the Rhythm Wigs website, rhythmwigs.com. And I just put a little on my palm, rub it together, and then rubbed it through. So I'm just seeing whether the fingering works well, but I decided to just run my hands fully through them. I like that a little bit better. And as you saw at the beginning of this video, I actually brushed it through afterwards. But again, this is your decision on how tightly or loosely you like it curled. Just kind of running it through. And I think it looks really, really beautiful. And I hope you do too. And this is the final. I think she looks gorgeous. I love the color. I love the curl. And that's the back. Thank you for watching.